speed, it's going to be very interesting for the championship.
This is the warm-up lap. We're not ready to go yet. The yellow flags, that means caution, no overtaking, just take it easy.
Yes, it's the warm lap, so you will see the drivers warming up the tires, as Dortmund does just now. There is one car at the back of the grid. It's AS Roma, I think. Enrico Toccacello, yes it is.
Incidentally, okay. 50 points for the winner, 45 for second, 40 for third. They graduate down, all the way down to 18th position and 5 points. And AS Roma are already in trouble. Currently 5th in the championship standings on 63 points. They finished second in race 1 at Donington in the first round.
I think AS Roma probably stalled the engine, and I hope he will be able to start from the pit lane.
Safety car leads them out.
They are ready for, they're in turn 3, and they will be ready, they're getting ready for the rolling start, which will bring them into the first corner at over 250 kilometers per hour. And the first corner is very, very tight, and there's going to be some action there.
The fastest lap yesterday set by Corinthians, 1:42.207. Can you see that being beaten today, Bruce?
I don't think it will be beaten. First, it's quite cold, and then the cars are full of fuel. They have on board nearly 100 liters of fuel, which makes the car very heavy, and the car being heavy, it brings the performance down.
This is the warm-up lap, but we're going to have a rolling start. When they come round to the start-finish line, the green lights will all go. We're only in the Schumacher S at the moment. Roma in trouble again.
I hope Roma is going to be able to rejoin the race. They were starting from 16th position. So basically, if they start from the pit lane, which is the case just now, because we can see the car there, it means he will join the race at the back of the queue, which is not a big difference. So he could still try to fight his way back up the grid.
And their football team had a great win yesterday against Regina, their first win in Serie A this season. Francesco Totti was back in action for them. Back to the racetrack though, and here the drivers still warming up. Just to confirm, Roma have to wait. They'll join the race right at the back.
Yes, as soon as the safety car will come in, as the safety car comes in, the green lights will be shown, and the leader will give the pace, and Toccacello will be able to rejoin at the back of the grid.
We're halfway around the track, coming to the chicane. When they slow down for the chicane, you know, the green lights are not too far away, because then they'll go up to turn 12, and then they'll turn sharply right into the paddock here, into the paddock area, and Roma there, ready and waiting. And Liverpool 2 are back in the pits, waiting to join at the back of the queue. So they will take part. That's great news for Liverpool. We thought they'd been eliminated due to technical problems, but that's not the case. Great news for Liverpool, currently joined second with Tottenham Hotspur in the championship.
And the safety car is staying in front. Now he's back into the pit lane. So this will be the start.
The start of the race is imminent now. Here we go, we're ready to go with race 1. We're waiting for the green lights here. They're all red at the moment, and they're underway.
Fantastic. Milan takes the lead. Corinthians inside.
Milan pressed down.
Fantastic.
Anderlecht, I think, have made a really good move, but they've taken it very wide indeed. Anderlecht seem to have oversteered there, but still Milan lead.
Beijing has done a good start. Anderlecht third, leading is AC Milan in front of Corinthians. AL-AIN just went off. Galatasaray, bad start for Galatasaray.
This will settle down the cars, turns 2, 3 and 4. So Milan and Doornbos in the lead, and Roma join right at the back of the queue.
Yes, it's a shame. He lost a lot of time. He should have been up on the track a little bit before that. So leading, and the Corinthians are putting the pressure already on AC Milan. I said it. Corinthians are looking very, very strong. So leaders is AC Milan, followed by Corinthians, then Anderlecht, who did a great start, and then Galatasaray in fourth. Dortmund, fantastic start from Nelson Philippe with Dortmund and the yellow car in fifth position.
It's Milan leading, Corinthians in second place. I think Anderlecht now in third position.
Yes, and then Galatasaray, Nelson Philippe, FC Basel, Tristan Gommendy, and Beijing is already there in 8th position. Beijing, fantastic start from Beijing.
Beijing have made a terrific start to this race. Milan lead, Corinthians second.
They're heading into the chicane.
The chicane is imminent now. Into the 12th turn. That means they'll have completed the first lap very shortly. Here they come. Milan in the lead, Corinthians second, Anderlecht in third position.
Then Galatasaray, and then Nelson Philippe with Dortmund, and then Basel and Porto.
Watch the flamenco car here, sliding off onto the gravel.
Yeah, it's over for him. It's over for Tuka Rocha. It's just a really silly mistake.
Milan leading, Corinthians second, Anderlecht third, Galatasaray fourth. If fifth, it's Borussia Dortmund, sixth, it's Basel. We've completed the first lap. The timer clock in the top left-hand corner of your screen means we're counting down to the 44-minute mark. At that point, there's one lap to go.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see in Sector 1. And now we have the Flamengo car being pushed away. Just a yellow flag in the corner, so you can't overtake. Yeah, Corinthians, you see the Corinthians, they're performing very well. He's faster than AC Milan. We could see that yesterday when he qualified an AS Roma. It's over.
Roma out, Flamenco out. Let's have a look how Roma went out of the race. A sad ending for him, a very slow ending. Crawling onto the grassy area there.
Yeah, they couldn't fix the problem that he had on the grid. It's a shame for Roma, and it's a shame for the championship. Basically, back to the leaders. AC Milan still very strong, and there is Corinthians behind them. Corinthians are much better into Sector 1, as well a little bit better into Sector 2, and then AC Milan is able to take a bit of a gap again and breathe into the last sector, but still look at him. Pizzonia right into the gearbox of AC Milan. It's going to be very interesting to see the strategies and to see the pit stop.
They've completed lap 2 into the first turn. Milan lead, Corinthians second, Anderlecht third, Galatasaray fourth, fifth it's Borussia Dortmund, sixth Basel, seventh Porto, 8 PSV, 9th Beijing, 10th Olympiacos, 11th Spurs.
Fastest lap of the race so far, it's the Corinthians with a 1:45.6. As AC Milan lapped was also in a 1:45.6, but 6.6, and it's a 6.0 for Corinthians, so a little bit quicker. Pizzonia.
I think it's worth pointing out that at Donington, Milan did not manage to finish either race 1 or race 2.
Yeah, they had technical problems, and he couldn't even start the race. And now we're on board with AC Milan, Robert Doornbos, 5th and 6th. Very hard on the brakes into the loop. Lots of positive camber there, lots of grip, fantastic. You can see it's very hard to turn the steering wheel, no assistance whatsoever in those cars, and nearly flat into the Schumacher S's, over the curbs, pushing hard, late on the brakes.
That's the Milan team.
They're checking, the engineers are looking at everything and all the data. 4th, 5th, into the long straight, up to the top speed at 300 kilometers per hour.
Milan looking very comfortable now with Robert Doornbos, who of course was the shootout winner yesterday by default over Galatasaray, but he looked very impressive. He was determined to do well. We heard him in an interview prior to the weekend saying he was determined to make his mark.
Yeah, and a funny thing as well, when we were at the draw picking up groups A and B, he said, I want to be with the best group because I want to win in the best group.
After 3 laps, Milan lead, Corinthians second, Anderlecht third, Galatasaray fourth, it's Dortmund 5th and 6th Basel, 7th Porto, 8 PSV. That's the
paddock and the engineer of the Corinthians, and we're inside of the Corinthians car with Antonio Pizzonia pushing hard, and you can see he's getting closer there. That's where he makes a difference. A better line through there, over the curb, pushing hard there, using all the track.
Bruce, if you're in this car now, how would you plan to overtake Doornbos?
Well, that's the thing which is going to be interesting. Is he going to try to put some pressure and try to make a move on track, or is he going to wait for the pit stop to make a strategy overtaking, basically?
The pit stops have to be between laps 8 and 20.
Yes, the strategy for the leader would be to wait till the end of the window, which is lap 20, to make the stop, to make sure he keeps the lead. We'll see. Oh, Borussia Dortmund, Nelson Philippe, it's over.
Our feet are saying Borussia Dortmund, the home club, they're out of the race. Let's have a look how